of Ghana, and now even a presidential candidate of this country, he has subjected himself to such grilling questions. 4 hours of questioning from the media fraternity. Ebin see that. Presidential candidates winning media for the in common there. But the kind of conversation Dr. Mahmoud Bamiani media for the kind of brutal questions, the kind of complex engagement, the kind of frontal confrontations are media for any Dr. Mahmoud Bamiani any abutre or Gina and Nanso at 20 boys ye in Semnanoa. Dr. Mahmoud Bamiya deserves a lot of commendation from all of us. And for us, the young people of the New Patriotic Party, we are very, very proud of him. And we believe that as a leader of this political party, he is the man to lead us to victory come 2024. Naboche, Nahofama, a coin of Fasua or the in Semnano, or Tony Boas in making sure say, on Kasem Goon from Mukeke, na Asemno or Khan, no Wachasi, Asemno Ubisana, or Tony Boas, a more facts, and the figures. Utien and Comodian in same year, and yet I will do this, I will do that, I will do this, Debbie. Every single response at Dr. Manumba Miamano, or Coco Free, dia Yedi kind aye. Any foundation aye lay no. Now or the Neniswadi Hono Enya, a Jinasa foundation. So Dr. Mahmoud Bamiya is telling a complete story. A story that is looking at where we've come from, where we are, and where we're going as a political party. And I believe, say, some Nedia Kumapa is soon Semna or Kenimua. So far, or no penny political leader and a presidential candidate. The policies, policies are mechanics womb, dressmakers womb, barber for, caterer for, lawyers, teachers, lecturers, doctors. Obi a woman will be after Dr. Mahmoud Bamiya manifesto now. Ohune de a womb. Yama memo fi elderly 70, 84 a womb. Yen ma yama menom a womb. School for a home and some a womb. Businessmen for a womb. Omo mo ejuma no mo munye ejuma obia a home a womb. This is the future of the Ghana that we are all looking forward to. Now, ye ka ye kenyine ade beche ya former President Mahama when you kwai akwa kujina political platform ye campaign kan wasem cheche wasem magana fonte dia wose wo ba wo beye ukojina wose na wusu se wusu nyina ne se MPP for akwa media engagement a day after our manifesto into wusu na manifesto no ya MPP for amakwan ma manifesto na nchende amagana for anka ho asem anche na omokoye media engagement. I mean, how can we lower your political bar no so low? Say, would you say the entire Ghana fund the manifesto no nkomo no? Because of media engagement, Dr. Mahmoud Bamiya in a day after our manifesto launch. How? Now, Dr. Mahmoud Bamiya launched the manifesto 18th August. You go so can once 18th August too, and then 29th August. Ghana for go so can once Adentina, Dr. Mahmoud Bamiya the no 18th August no. 11 days after, Ghana for go so can once now when we hear the question the year Ghana for jan once ka. It is because at the end empty. O manifesto na o mampinda da wo de ba ye no e niema miensa e ye manifesto nsem a wo ka kire ye 2012 say ye nto abama no ye gina so to abama wa wo baba be ye o mampini na wa ye sa niema na man ye no wanye for 4 years a be di o mampini no wanye sa niema no dodo na wa se akwakofa ba aba be hye manifesto um. Number 2 o manifesto no dodo na e ye niema wo to wo bo ase wo twen ya MPP for the manifesto ba ye no e na wo fa ye de no. Baby, I see a bear 1, no, also bear 2. Baby, I see a bear 3, also bear 4. Baby, I see a bear in black, also bear in white, and I would dear ba. And now finally, near ma would show manifesto me, near my baby, a goosewha, air cost or mine cry, was over. Clearly, no, you are not in touch with the concerns and the things that keep the Ghanaian people awake at night. What do you say? MPP for 8 years in the end 20 million tomorrow. We need plan we are, we need ideas we are. Now, mommy, come on, Simbi. Or say, yeah, media engagement a day after the manifesto launch because you have to say a kata the manifesto no so. Let me ask a question. Why you opposition leader for 8 good years? Ye elected 1.5 years as presidential candidate for the NDC. As a MPP for Beko primaries, I elected Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Ye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia barely 7-8 months ago. Or ye the first public address on February 7th. Ye were August 29th. What's na say? Emma papa na ye no 1.5 years after ye wono. And then the manifesto dates about Bonten as I would do date about Bonten. A day I announce ye say ye be a manifesto launch on the 18th of August. I did change now on penny for starting some church on Facebook wall. Some also be a manifesto launch on 25th. Why didn't you announce your manifesto launch date before ours? Why did you announce your manifesto launch date immediately after we launched ours? And you be a Obe catch Ghana for a day after ye kasi be the 18th from. Obe catch you say obe ye 1 week after ye launch ye no. Ye be accuse we say we be akata ye so. Because we know the value we have. Think about it. One launch your manifesto 6 days or 7 days after ye launch your manifesto. Ye the 18th, we are the 25th. Some manifesto launch now will launch here no. Other na ye we will launching 1 week after ye there no. Yam bam ben country will say, "Oh, yakata ye so." 1 week. So clearly, say, "Sa drain na da wutimu dia." And enumere, me to be jina ho ka say, "Oh, adwumonu wutimu." The entire will fix it manifesto exactly 1 week after ye there was because now what doing you say, "Ye launch your manifesto ni wi a Ghana for kan wasem from Monday to Friday a. Now what by ye there Saturday now they akata ye there so." Na nyame ompe bone. Nyame a ontie nipa bonefo asem mfanya de enti o manifesto no empty na manifesto a wo say wo ba obema disco aye 24 hours nkola be ko disco anopa akopem adwuma akopem next day no Ghana form rantie pe adwuma aye no omo pe adwuma aye no wo say wo ba wo di disco em na me kan ye me say mo mbo video no baby o mampeni former president mahama nkase bie nanum ton e ka say obema night club aye 24 hours no me say mo me kasa wie pe ma no sipe mo mbo sa video ne mame enye me na meka wo bie wa no e kan say wo ba ade ba ko a wo de be ba ne say obema disco night club aye 24 hours now wo the manifesto say ba e be de na yaka ho asem who will talk about such a manifesto dodo na ye niam wo fa wo twen ya wo opponent launch ne de wie pe na wo ko share dem na wo fa ne manifesto no e na wo fa ye de no se ye se ye be ye 1 also be 2 ye se ye be ye 3 or be ye 4 to the extent that niam a wan kasa wakasa etia a wonim say wan kasa wakasa wo mpe enya de papa ene odi na hye manifesto nim because ye hye ediem kaya yefo oto head pan na de mom so mo fan so niam ene Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia aye hostel a mom a o train omo ene odi hye the manifesto mu say obeye bia ka ho nti ene odi hye wo manifesto mu say wo obeye vocational training amakaya yi kaya yefo na wo aban mu na wo yomampe na odi omo tax kaya yefo na wo yomampe na o cheche pan mom so mo fan koso ade no all of a sudden Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de hye the manifesto mu nti also de hye manifesto. If the manifesto is empty, nobody will talk about it, Mr. President. It is not because of ye engagement be a day after our manifesto nti and a Ghana phone count manifesto no wasem. The eto mon count manifesto no wasem say manifesto no bibia nim gidie bia nim dodo na e wom na e papa no so copy free ye ho nti Ghana 40 ye de no because say yen and ye de free senior high school ba ya wo de kwahye manifesto mu say wo ba wo mo be ma free senior high school na ye yi a on to ma because on hu de enti anipa no de ba ya no mo wo betumi ani yi asen no TVET and a free TVET and collab workshops et say Aboagye car assembling plant it will be catch a Ghana for say wo ba obey TVET here omon ka o manifesto no one because o copy free MPP for unim yenso ensin omo. So please stop telling the Ghanaian people, stop crying, stop wailing. Say and our manifesto the entire aton so many because a friend is a media engagement a day after. That is not correct. Your media engagement originally was scheduled for 26 June. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia catch a say, "Yen to your boss, now only the manifesto we manifesto on the media for this year, and none as ye can't in semina, a bema in semina as well. It's a real manifesto pay, and your shadow say, you be a media engagement the Sunday. Now, why your media engagement? Now, why your manifesto launch? That's our manifesto launch, no? It will be transform media engagement, no Katana as well. It tells how empty your manifesto launch is. We believe that we have one of the best manifestos we can have in these elections. In some way, woman, and some way, winning as well. Going into the future. And that is what we are here to discuss this evening. And you may, Ebusua for Madaroma, Yensa Aka, Manifesto Committee member, Anoka Education Manifesto, Peninfo Motina Secretary, your manifesto no in Semefa Humesuya, and Honia, the Nomocheto, and Homasono, or Sanso a Deputy Director General, Emma Ghana Education Service. Yenini be didn't come na watch a dream poor. Eta Homesuyan Seme wo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia manifesto num. We bubu mun kakran. No dia mai. Dr. Kwabena Bempa Tando. Memo akwaba. Minia. Hi the next chapter show hana obie tie. Especially Gen Z so no. Hana mu nyina tie. Na ade ba ko ema next chapter yeso nko ne se. Wo ba ha yendia tem.
Discotheques, our nightclubs, our hotels, 24/7, 24 hours a day, retail centers, all the malls, discotheques, our nightclubs, our hotels, 24/7, 24 hours a day, retail centers, all the malls, discotheques, our nightclubs, our hotels, 24/7, 24 hours a day.
You read manifesto, you be a kama. To me, I could media engagement kakra as I say a papa manifesto num. Any ejumapa, any nyoma, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and say, or de beba, no de abeboa education, and need ye education mo. And tino, o share nyoma, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, so where do you name near the atutu? Akwemu say oba de ebeye de atoa de ayene so no ebebre na say de mini awoka no nkomo na wo se ebedi no wo se yedi na emu miensa de eba beto ye ewo 2017 emra ye handover ema omampani a wote so na nado danko akufo ado de ebeto ye ewo education mu na afeso no de yetumi ye abesi enemre mu amene wote ha ye twetwe nkomo yi na afeso no yahwe Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the Miss Wadihu, any baby or pese or dear call our education. Tiano home commona, eja, teacher me, my babbets na ha, teacher news no ban why you're letting me.
Michelle manifesto no more. You be dinko. Na manifesto no. Say education part no. Say expand educational opportunities for all. They say going into the future, and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so didn't want to say, you be education, no be to me nyakwan akobi. And then no, the fact is saying, where have we come from? Why are we discussing this at this time?
Well, minya the bedikan. Emre ye share asia na 2017 the baba toye. Na education mu no. But the beto nyoma bia na enshada enye papa. The edikan a ka I beto ya na da ho 2017. Na ye ka bebre. Now should be a friend feeding grants for College of Education for Nkwana. Na President John Dramani Mahama ni running mate as Amre no a Minister for Education. Do no one kasa dey in such chance here. Your friend hand you over notes. No see what the car over 36 million Ghana cedis. Won't try. Well ma so College of Education for aduane bebre so ontumi ntuaka. The oho no see be a friend SHS subsidy. No the car over 24 million Ghana cedis ontumi ntuaye. A capitation grant the no President Kufuor de buy a ma basic education. It to me the was year basic education more at no cost. No or the muka over 8.4 million Ghana cedis. Won't try. We share feeding grant for special schools or more special schools ebia na sontia semi visually impaired for any or more physical impairment or more special schools no. And also no ni what the omoka omo feeding grant nko 4.7 million Ghana cedis ni yentumi ntua so we be kaya edu time bia na yetiti wo tape so ye na ehu bi wo TV so o say chalk kra ontumi nto
me ma mo chalk
china sa mi ma na ye friend establishment supplies no kra When to me am chalk na itumi ko free di buy kra na yentua ka establishment supply na de ka 10.6 million Ghana cedis. Professor Jena no Opoagye na de nsa e hya ase. So we kaya omo ye bibi emra ye ba beto aba na omo say ye supply sandals amankola. Sandals ye ntuaka. Near the hoka over 2 million Ghana cedis. And then omo ye uniforms so near the uniforms so near the hoka 3.8 million Ghana cedis. Additionally, just before ye ba beto aba no omo di mirika kofa vehicles be 500 vehicles e de buy. 500 vehicles no omo de buy no. E hoka 36.2 million or 36.3 million dollars we put the cedis. And also na Professor Jena no Opoagye ma try to say nini aye ka aida ho. Oba de encha de buy Dr. Mahmoud Ba omi running mate as amre ono no ye Minister for Education or jijina mu enchi asa kaninia Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe. Utu asa kaninia e mani free ho. Nti aban ne bae no ye be class anyoma ne nia. Enye no nko a. Challenges are never ho. Wo basic education and you go so access. Problems e bi mu entumi nya kwan enko school especially wo free junior high school, ako senior high school na access. E problem man ye pa. Na wo school infrastructure so are still no na edwuma wo ho bebre wo say
local school infrastructure let's say school dining dormitory dining hall classroom hall near there
no so no na juma wo ho bebre wo say ye ani nia ebo access then curriculum na ye running na ke curriculum na ye running no na ache ye review ye almost 20 plus years ye to me review curriculum tina curriculum ne kra de broni friend no ne relevant to the ye kire ne na ye wo ho problem intina no so ne wo say ye ho adwuma enye no nko a special education you are making na sankola ne so more access ni ade no your challenges bebre and then of course the Dr. Mahmoud Ba omia abeye ye beto aso bebre digital gap near digital gap say teacher ni kra bebre na obeso computer mu kra to de bia na edin and I say especially in koda na omo digital skills no e wo form panti na challenges bebre so wo and na poor learning outcomes nkola ne kotro BEC ana so mo kotro wasia nkola no mo fail etiri bi kra na be 70% na ne fail ntina learning outcomes so no na ho ato chema bebre ti anu ne nyoma ye beto ye ye hyase ye se ye bedi huduma ye hyase se ye bedi huduma no se me ne obebo nkomo na meji mu kakra me papa mu kakra free ye basic education ye secondary education ye ni TV
you go straight to nti sa challenges here difficulties here about 2 years now ehun sunsun ne say na dey na man ba what was the effect on the Ghanaian person
what the dikai say you fa access na so wo hwe access ehun sunsun so ya na de ba na me tumirika alcohol street free SHS and as a senior high school na access challenges e wo ho measures here free by 2013 ni ma admission Ghana aban ma admission to nkola no emu over 90,000 entumi anko because of access challenges. 2013. 2014 kwano nkola over 113,000 entumi anko. 2015 nkola over 115,000 pass no way. Oma pass so no mutifie. 2016 no kra ansa na ye hand over ma MPP no. Nkola over 111,000 e pass ya. Oma entumi anko.
Na mi say assembly na ye ka say because numbers these are hard facts. Numbers be na ye ka say before free SHS na fi bia yen kola average of about 100,000 a catfish, you know it's correct.
It's correct. So we would say the mabubuachi more than 100,000.
Yeah, afi bia catfish.
Oma pass anko mbetumi akọ school pe enso no motina.
Ti ehun sunsun so ba kono.
Ehun sunsun so ba.
Okay. Enti doc yem fa enti at the primary level which is the early stage, you know. Quickly between early years and up to me finance junior high school obet me aboye niema aban we aye ni bi tofa quickly am me
bom homode de edi kan curriculum ne anase de edi kire nkoda anase ye no aban na sesa curriculum ne in such a way say teacher for no more modernized relevant curriculum we share curriculum from KG to primary 6 as I say you use standards based curriculum where standards based curriculum no teacher ni no ade no wo kire no on kire say the be akola ne ko echu poor pass and forget but chrema akola na nya more project based learning, inquiry based learning, say be akoda no or show no an environment utumi apply curriculum no di osun free mu no to the environment. The dey bia ya me dey for example ne say I say mini miracles to here na bia oya adwuma kakra ja oya bolu man kakra wetumi esi ni dan kitu ebi ni dan no opeso swimming pool kitu ebi wachide first na ka teacher ni be draw the your friend cube not the two board ne so or say find volume na akola na measure cube ne ha no measure ha no measure ha say because of the relevance na ye nti no yin busa akola ne say find volume by be catch akola say miracles opeso esi swimming pool no swimming pool opese ni mu 3 feet opese mu 2 feet opese mu so san 3 another 3 feet into you saying the bekom a volume question na but ya bo akola no ma waye more application
okay into one aspect
okay number 2 so wo share the yetumi ayeso e de aboa in terms of we na yeyi levies e free ho
okay
into say no say oba eco school affairs ni yegigi PTA fee ketwa ha ni exams fee ni yeji textbook fee ni yeji sa levies ni ni ya abolish abanya be fasa ni o mani
and how does it help
eboa obi a sabi oni bi a ono so pese ne ba etumi ko school no at least no onya ne yemo nhihye ne se me be ko school ye be pam no ma na ba fie
me kai pass a school bi na wo me constituency to I think to praise be so tama na me MC you know parents they be want to go school go crack teachers and say mama na nkocho exams because teachers say akwala na ntua exams fee o say PTA na parents they say na me ni bi akwala say so ko school na ya kasa
na esi bebre eto de bi kra akwada kotro ni final BEC in sohwe na PTA fees and I say levy kitu ebi nti want me antro eto de bi kra so akwada kotro ni wasi ya odi be free wa ko university na bi en so hwe be mienu ana miensa ya ma na antro obehwe na science ya ma na antro obekwa ko hwem na bi PTA
the problem yeah na sa early years digital classroom na transfer and na kwesi saying what exactly
ya ho adwuma bebre ya won kran kra de say ye to ye ni hwe domekwa benya ya model bako esi ho as say ni ye hu say technology and as digitization no ehu nya pa e man koda na eni ewiase no be bia ye ko ewo ewiase mu no ehu hia pa as digitization no ye betumi a
video ya documentary on de ye hwe sisi ye domekwa benyafo kg ewo uko atomic down obi mu say wo ho. And this is the new KG block
the new KG
type of broker is a yesi
work. Say we share model KGs na yesi na. You make sure say nkoda no ebenya ehho akade nia na teacher fo benya ho akade nia.
Tablet na dey smart classroom block na smart blackboard na dey nkola you see. That's the type, that's a new
and no model KG Dr. Mahmoud Baomiasi oba. Obe make sure say ya ye no baby bebre ama nkoda no so enya access we. We share building nankasa so infrastructure na me seen in such a way say a dino for me protective environment man kodana if so akoda ketwa de it will be obasuku obehwe na we pia bonten a ye pese or stay in a confined
I do almost see no nti u see u pia fi classroom ma wo compound gate down
I intini nia no ye free bibi child safeguarding ye disadwin ni nia to ne ye design
intini what we share video here boss here you can realize that as a most of the private schools crack cages are yedi enkola no kono because we be to Montessori nti ode ne ba court Montessori no ejap public school there I think the new way no it's quite an improved version so for the GHS students no we call secondary school no what is it that this government has done
minia measures here free 2014 to 2016 so we share 3-year group na ye public senior high school kodana na nkoda omo school mu nia wo Ghana ha no omo ye just over 800,000 do form 1 4 form 2 4 form 3 4 public institutions second cycle institutions and as senior high schools any senior high technical schools any TVET institutions near no omo ye just over 800,000 and free SHS buy any access abantino and neya minimum ka say ufa form 1 form 2 form 3 you over 1.4 million students ewe schools mo and no nko abro almost 75%
million
1.4 million students
let's say en Canada na free senior school but na kwala wo secondary school na 800,000 you can say at a time
and
1.4
and
that's an additional 600,000
additional 600,000. Yes, which is over 75%.
Yes. Now that's uncle we na for free SHS, but for free community fee.
Omunya bi enko.
Okay.
Free SHS ba yeso no said ye Ghana for any G hu nti no na ye share said ye nkoda na beba no. Nki betumi aye de na aban dada na ye ni bi no. Ba me ye friend pass no way. Yes nkoda na o ma pass no. Omo na omu credit me akona ombe kodan no mu no. Yes your momra. Nenso no aban ehwe so ehwe bibi e friend double track. Ye de double track by and you use existing infrastructure na e dey absorbing koda bebre.
No, beba double track no be to be breaking heading.
Double track basically ye de buy no na ye say koda no bebre beba school. Inti na wo 5 year form 1 fo a na wa che omumu mienu.
Ade ntina na wo che omumu.
Wo che omumu mienu a say de be ya fa atena fie na e fa ko school no. Na watumi enya enough ewo infrastructure existing infrastructure no matumi akom ti omo no kwa na omo wo fie no we mu makwan a na omo so aba be shim nti na wo hwe school na yefa nso wafa form 1 fo no wache mu mienu ana wafa form 2 fo no wache mu mienu eno no ye no for just 3 years
nti kama on fa double track and bank de ne
in kan koda first year na ye double track no ke an fa double track na kan koda and the exact number is 181,993 children come bet na fee
181,993 children
come bet na fee
kan double track
and double track and come
it's say classrooms na wo ho na e be fa sankola na enoso come na be cut the fee
come bet na fee now so you do double track ne bae no sankoda ni nia etubi ko school e ma do double track ne kra bae so did bebre bae say quality cra ebekofo
nti ade say wo ye school ni free no afede o ye ni bia ba betumi akobi nti amount numbers na e ba school na adoso first na ye tua ne de owia ase o ama kosua depom kojo kosua carpentry because he is scared obeko but ne abaya ba ni free nti nipa na adoso nti sa
adoso
nipa na adoso no so no na say school there won susa entumi fan kola ni nyina nti abai had two options either say abai be decided okay school that when they bet me afan kola do say 181,993 no entumi famo nti ye the cut off point beba wa wunya grade up to grade 14 bia no ntumi ku school na mu nya makọ katere fie na say the be classroom we bet me afọ wo mo nti mo solution am dey buy from the education sector na say omo di kan ko school de makwan ya school dan mu da ho nti mo ko fie a na mo amo nso mo kan na mo so mo yeden baba nti mo so makoma tama mo so be makwan na we mu so akoma na yeden aso so that was a double track
in a double track say ye pese ye tiasia I said me free Medina na me be sing na makọ circle me tena car no e free Medina no a me kọ circle no car ni 2 ye na ayema obi ba no obesi spanner osi spanner no akonya ne da ho kwa intimate ne be fa obi fufura ati mate ni fatine mu a e kwa e do 37 a obi so besi osi na kwa ne da ho a akonya ne da ho kwa no ne ya fa obi atrem nti double tracking ne an say instead of say school nkonya ne be da ho emra ya makwan no yemman koda no bi embetena sankonya ne so ni yemfa teacher fo kakra sankoda na ya form abad later no a teacher fo no bitumi a kire o ma
it one year sa na chese nkan kola 181,993
omunko school onko school
nti why ba na nka mo bi de na tena fie
eno ne problem ana ye wo wan na ba ene ye ma ne tena fie so ohia ni ba carpenter ni ba teacher ni ba doctor ni ba anase hwan but die aban no hwe ya a mo kan ni say obia ba enkosuku
enti enei from 1992 whenever I say current fourth republic ibepemudei every year be na eja nkola close to about 100,000 traffic
no more traffic
because of that scenario
enti na
double track na cause say
but your double track ye na ye check nkoda no mumienu ye ni 3 years ye free 2021 eba nti free 2021 aba no ye nche form bia mu form 1 fo nia wo fi a omunia wo fi form 2 fo nia wo fi a omunia wo fi form 3 fo nia wo fi a omunia wo fi schools na ye double track wo mu no two things happen ye infrastructure intervention ye dormitory classroom administration block dining hall assembly hall ye numa bebre e ma say school no mu ahenhan kakra inti ne say no form 1 fo nia ye de omubom form 2 fo nia de omubom form 3 fo nia de omubom Now, so the area is a form 1 for any form 2 for school no together. Now, form 3 for near more, they say the friend a transitional calendar.
Doc, there are pictures of some of the infrastructure. Classroom blocks are ACC, Bina, some of the classroom blocks, some of the dining halls. Big infrastructural projects. Intibina, you go so into document also.
Yes. Into ye and no re and as I say your transitional calendar. Infrastructure no idea you started double tracking so ye share Ghana for bo. Say ye be ye the new bet to 2 kwamu am I within 5 to 7 years no. Just a double track transitional calendar will be beer ye bit me a year free. It is also idea ye shall say 2018 and now 7 years no 2025 ye be room.
Into 7 no say. What's a double track first and Colano school? Form 1 form corner, yellow and green. Say yellow for the school. Now, on my beefy and green for yellow and green. Yellow and green. More form is only yellow and green. There be school be anywhere yellow. School be anywhere yellow. It's a double track, let's just say it's over.
Say in the transitional calendar.
What currently is happening on a day?
A transitional calendar where form 1 for near boom, form 2 for near boom, form 3 for near boom. Now, so because of do one I fire into now was say 2 cohorts. If you are form 1 and form 2 penny school. Now form 3 4
First we provide more infrastructure.
Yes, but form 3 4 na point. Now form 3 bia.
But that primary challenge initially in about 2017 2018 the year any hobby. Into any situation at form 1 form you normal to maintain baku ye green baku yellow. Form 1 ni baku school na baku ofi. As we speak. So form 1 form na school na school. So form 2 for school na school. Oh, I see.
So na ya share no
I see. That's quite interesting. Yes. Before you move on to the other part of the conversation, how about model junior high schools now? Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia can was classroom blocks with that say because universities are yes, I don't know what to say. I'll show some of the pictures of the model junior high schools. But what is it?
Model junior high school, no. Dear Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, all can say secondary education, no. So what she said the free SHS by abie kwan na na chese akoda ko secondary education na obeko school a ko wie senior high school to obeko school a ko wie senior high school no o sha se o junior high school na infrastructure o hia science laboratories o hia physics ni chemistry ni biology libraries ni ade ni ano ye ntwen mo ndru secondary school into new junior high schools a yesisi no ye bebo modern ya make sure say sam yo mani ni abi wo ho. So the bear Kodani share school as a junior high school 1 now the same quality infrastructure no and no one of Dokunya or secondary school. And I said buildings and buildings a buildings
share video the pictures of new classroom blocks and Musi for junior school as a bridge.
Sapa near Pessia, if you say Addington was a yen dear and infrastructure and Kodabu Kumusukuno, a yes from Con Essing will be dear.
Okay, so Doc, and they Colado was saying and it's a free senior high school and they almost many opportunity across secondary school.
Meaning as I was free 2017, I share free SHS see ABC name remember no kasaya. In Koda uma benefit and as a free SHS benefit your mono individually no. Omo ye be over 3 million, be 3.1 million. But so we share year on year it will be benefited from 1, benefited from 2, benefited from 3 there. Then over 5.7 million beneficiaries year by year.
It's Ghana phone caller 5.7 million. And when your opportunity I free senior high. So we're going to go into what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is actually looking at. Because what are early years? What are the transformational plan? You won't school no. What are GHS what are challenges, any solutions I'm going to buy? What about do senior high school and how it's solving a lot of problems and how the poor are getting access to school near there. Before you get to us from that aspect, technical vocational education, and also know what's and also you're doing. What's happening to that aspect?
A buying a buyer, you who say you bet me a coy names of mine, dear. Now you share grammar education, near share TVETs. Any Nancy TVET, you share technical education, vocational education, skills training, any Samuel Mania, and you're buying a new and that's what the new matter to a quemu, and make sure say no, Yasisha who be breed, dear Dickine. A buying SSA and Mrano, I share education mono. Emma Mrami at 1023, I share regulation no, yet it's C TVET, and as a commission for technical vocational education and training. Omuno mubesha curriculum on sem, ombesha accreditation, and in your money for technical and vocational education. Now, buying some remodel education, British education law. No, it's a say Act 1049. 1049 part A GES and part B, a buying act agency for crowd or technical and vocational education. And then no Ghana TVET service. Since 2021, a buyer pound to ma also share
technical vocational education. You're free,
but you're free to say free SHS now.
And see, say a colony school, no person yet technical or technical school, no so free.
Or free, pepe.
And also know how has the numbers and no institutions will be in enrollment.
And now, yes, and now technical and vocational education. A buying bar so 2017. No, now enrollment and in number 35,000. See, I mean, no, say a fee in over 100,000 children.
It's a double.
More than double, crime.
Now, and no. Some of my workshops near DNO and so Mr. Mombo, some of the pictures, the videos, show videos and pictures of the new technical vocational workshops and I was saying Canano. Here Casa technical school. Ura Mikael at the PSTS. Ura at the PSTS. Oh, capital for table now.
And no have been the
bench and on the plane is near there. Omoye auto mechanic.
Yes.
Linear book so. But now look at this. We share video
the OSHA state of the art centers.
What's there?
You buy, you for 32 TVET centers across the country. You upgrading in here to state of the art. They said the air say, almost auto mechanical, almost the most recent technology, and almost metal works, almost the most recent technology. Into OSHA, they say state of the art technology centers, and as a TVET centers, 32 of them, and yes, across the country. I'm fair no kwa. The any friend NVT upgrade area and no, your fire NVT is a Ghana hania, any dear friend OICs, your friend opportunity industrialization centers. No, so what your OICs, so you upgrading to secondary level. Ninia, as I say, is part of the free TVET program running Ghana. Ushe enye no skills and jobs training na yetumi de ama enkoda through CTVET says say jobs and skills training de ma enkrofo mawie either junior high school and I say even we senior high school or no one person or sheni bibia se no ye ma eno so bebre ni ya hyemukena I mean ya de wo mu kra so ne say ye hu say TVET hu hia establish TVET Ghana TVET service. Establish CTVET regulating. You say a teacher for no more special training. Into tertiary honor. University Baku Kumasi, as I say, a friend Akintin appear main schools of development and entrepreneurial studies. I know when. Kumasi Oko Kwadaso Honor between Prempeh College and Yasantwa. University as university Yati. Specially to train TVET instructors.
Oh, I see.
Into the end, you are doing yes.
See, you know what university saying?
I get Akintin Apiamenka University for Skills Training and Entrepreneurial Development.
Akintin Apiamenka University pictures and
Into Sa University no, yes, share that. Yes, said the Beya TVET na ye can say ye shemukina no. Na teacher for training.
She said I want University of Education Winneba. I train teacher for. Ama a friend say Nkole omo secondary school.
I'm used to some
Cape Coast University near the NT. TVET for so almost modern
training is a TVET teacher for.
So until you've done it for the grammar, until you've my transformation for early childhood, my transformation for the GHS model schools here, secondary school my TVET DNA STEM and a STEM. Come mako hu bi wabomosu. Abomosu de if you have the abomosu video.
Yes.
O share abomosu dan ye si ho ya. As a friend is university.
Abomosu dan.
So say a lot of the colleges in universities here.
Yes.
And no mazi asemo ye aeronautic engineering. And I do mo ye mechanical engineering near there at the secondary school, aviation studies near there at the secondary school. What is it? What is it about the STEM next term schools that we see?
Well, so o share area se no baby aye kwa. STEM no science, technology, engineering and mathematics. And you can STEM so anach all the arts na ababiship. Inti eno no ne baby area se yeko. Into the digital future now, yeah, can and say fourth industrial revolution anywhere the world is going. So who needs a STEM background now? Yeah, na den say we be participating in the economies of the future. Into Ghana, so you pese ye be catchy. Into ya set STEM education ni bebre, ye STEM schools. STEM schools ya wo kan abomusu a ye hwe. Ebi so pesempe. Ebi wo kwase akrodie dia esi ye se aban so de be university se de wo kan ya. Ye sisia be 8 or 10 model schools. Esi ye no ye di mu bebre na STEM. Na nyes no schools nko ampo so na STEM ekoso. Ushe ye regular institutions they say presec ne achimota ne St. Thomas Aquinas na woko
isaka high cramo was STEM
lab bi but ushe STEM ne so any especially robotics any hu coding ne ade na Ghana ye ni bebre fa ye nkoda mo manfe manfe yes
na nkofo
o ma kwa
o ma international
awards ni ana so man kan so say Miami School Prempeh College.
Oh, so
yeah, I was be mate
but the mom be for girls didn't hear.
But girls ya koye nim be.
I special crowd.
Na boys ne so akoye nim. You sure overall eduma ye.
You see how say we secondary schools party and one begis. We you unless you kwa man free wa
girls schools.
We you free wa begis. Me na girls schools so dey begis and one.
Me ni ase wo hwe dey at say dey me ni oti ha ye di hu nkomo. Na che say aban education no die yetumi agye ni se de ya hyemu kena no ama education a ye ni akra na abaya kra behwe e wo Ghana man mu ha ene wo hwe se de Dr. Mahmoud Baumia so opese wo toa so ene meniso ade hu foundation a yesi na wo se dan papa ene osisi so
intimity wi a ye ba ye na early childhood no enkoyi ya be sakra mu kakra ema ene ye introduce modern ways e between and kola no at that way ya should basic school no GHS ni ade model GHS schools are ECC improvement aba BC mu and then pass rate aba
correct
e sane sanity ye de hyehyɛ ya ba ya makola bi ankotena fie na de free senior high school aba ye de ba ye mu ohaw ne niema bebre wo and ye beka ho asem later but at least I hwe nkola do na eco school nkola over 100,000 no mo katena fie and no nyina eco school o ma ya tia say apparently in the year 2018 akaya free senior high school double track amba nkola 181,993 na be katena fie ye nim say member ana wo ba say wonua obi nim be ne o mu nyina etumi akọ school secondary level no so no machichem mo the technical vocational education aba e mama pagem it's to say yenya about 11 companies e wo fi wiase afa na nyina almost shisha cars di training college no makoye dwuma e wo Toyota mo nyina shisha cars we waka STEM abomosu school ye hwe and then college secondary school no so aviation osia aeronautics and then your manema na nke yeni mo secondary school mo so bi se de be mo na brofo no be compete on be compete ni ade ye be take a short break bi na yaba na ye koba na fedie yaba be hwe what the next chapter is. Say, niema yakika bonne tofa yakika nyina yi. Ede any the next chapter of Ghana's education. Then Dr. Mahmoud Baumia essay or the eba abeboa ye man yi ehomesua ensem. Na commercial break ni de. The mom be twom no so ye koba na de say ye beka no yakoba doc ye bezia. That's it.
Na anano me no di nkomo.
Yeah.
Na 24-hour economy.
Yeah.
Na me kase matese yese isese jodo mani mama e kan say even disco ene night clubs ni nyina ebeye ye beye 24-hour na eba ye minim say nkofo kura twetwa bia be kire wo ni ade what is what kan ye eti say
kwado me kasa me ti say okra bi bi ati sana na me bo anka na no fa me obi sa de kabe kamu no kre ene die emse me siama konta me no ebe kasa ebia na ye anofum da ema ebasa awame o ma ti kabi akrebe nya me na fufu kra mebri enu ana jokura opini ba ko pa bi efre bi o si o ono wa ko disco na bo na tambe na me ko bebie but in fact discotheque ni die se na ya dia mi nim se o ka bibia ti sanka tempa no can not draw a phone be the master she said no ebia onya kwanya samba second time na omo dia no correct
ba wenu ayi wofa wonu se bia e be frɛ mu keke enenya de bia na bia omini se sana obeye no
na ni e ko ba any discotheque ye ya na mi gina so abegi ho ti ye se ni nya so se o ka bibia to se bize manti ade amanti so maswanti me ni hu mi ma me di ho adanse na mo mi pa bi no mo se ba o makeka kire me ni o mo twitwa kire me in fact me no ka se crisis here kwame ni nya voice ayi no ni nya eye no mo twa dia mame ana me na fofo na o mo ne me kasa do so me bi so mo say mo nya voice na kasa tie say if you no more buy because politics na ye anything not until say kasama foni bi baba be tie mu say am passe na ko ye no I'm still afra no me to be honest with you man tin ye me say well say ya dey so kan e bia any na bia wo no kasa be tie mu ni jina so nti ya wo jina ya o de kasa because no and after that you know
I want to part there check not until say be oba be chema na kasama fo ba be chemu enche untia sei
no discotheque na dia kwa me no ko ade e ko no dia me kamu no ko me ndc ni ndc ni dia ti ya on fa che me mo ka so bia we leader akoka sem na me bedwamu agina chinye da bi nya sa da me je chinye no but atwimu no man tin ye me say e kan na sa say discotheque
any night club
area 24 hours na area how me ye juma area no be ye juma no ni ntiremu no beba say wo mo be ko shift no anajo no na wo nya kwan ko disco no wo no so wo ba obe ko disco na be do nkwa me enipa no kwan no ko shift anajo na wo be fia ehia se so wo me ana me bwa ehia se so wo me na onya awode na de tia wotimi asia ko ne night shift no na ana se ebia discotheque na ebe ye weekend maybe o kono night shift na weekends no and weekends no so kwa no said ya ye kai o 24-hour economy na ye kan wa sebla na te weekends ni na no kwa no e say ya rane
mo amohwe the former organizer of the National Democratic Congress ya papa ya wati jaya ugina radio so mutie mo hwe video amohwe ya one Kwame Nkrumah tikesi edi echinje se onji ne se obi akwa betime bi na no de kada se obema disco aye 24 hours in the police or the brown man se ye beko disco no pa kwapem adechen the policy or the ban ugina peninu so ugina TV so ka chen you na until say Kwame Nkrumah bo video de che yewura ya botija no njindi ono ko ye ndisi peninu no njindi but ye de bia so ma meka ne se ye pu se ye mpu Ghana for yenso ye de ye nya no NDC omsi ye kon so ye de a omunya ba betan ye kon so ti be manage nin kakra sa ye beto ye nkomo so doc ya kansem no ache foundation ye le ne ade nyina se de ye bible nie nyina ye bible nie ya kansem na ne ade. What is the next chapter of Ghana's education? What is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia promising the people of this country? Now they are all promising the FAPEM and the Mehwe manifestooo mu a mo say expand education opportunities for all. Na che say yem bia mu na Ghana ni bia ntumi nya kwan enko school. Sasa netie.
No correct. Sa pepe.
They di kaya be kan wa ha. Or say increase the stock of student accommodation in our public universities and other public tertiary institutions to address the housing deficit on campuses and make them affordable. We now such a thing.
Well, the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia can say you chef free such as I do whom come be brave, be do say na. Nkodani be brave na air passing. Or more passes on non-university any or more next step. And as a tertiary education any or more next step. Tinkodani but tertiary na air doors. Now see a stress the bear you to me accommodate sa nkodani ya. Now the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia esa can say so we should cry ABC say a woman said ye sit education infrastructure wo sha ye sika bebre na ekoloke ewom nti oso opese oba economy num obeso ye man nyuma bebre ba Inti no se wo hwe the plan for increasing the stock ne kra no or say or the private sector investors ebeba no mo no SCC adan no omo sisi adan na aban elisi efre omo ho inti senka aban e bi adan no cost 10 million senka aban be yin 10 million e dey seed adan no na 10 million na lock at once for the next 18 months no private sector ni ebesi sa adan Osiwie on 10 million na 10 million the interest kakra to so now they are higher by maybe over the next 10 years maybe every year be buy be to 1.5 million indika 10 million na aban be using a nepe no watumi stretch it over the next 10 years ama sika no bebre hu atono ntia no ka ho so a obetumi increase stock ni bebre you are improving the economy private sector is participating in the education sector and then more people are getting jobs in the building of the infrastructure as well as the management and maintenance of that infrastructure ntia no na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Dr. Tosumi, you know, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia manifesto on education say introduce a free tertiary education scholarship for persons with disability to remove financial barriers to pursuing educational goals.
Yes. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia or share Ghana the entire population. Who share Ghana entire population as census a year in 2020. I say about 8.4% and that's about 2 million Ghanaians identify as persons with disabilities. So disability a hearing impairment, visual impairment, physical impairments, other learning disabilities now about 2 million Ghanaians. So we share your schools muswa in kwadano say ni ye bie mo na persons with disabilities e ba your school mu no e but usually we share persons with disabilities na bebre na no we be hu say omo challenge omo wo financial barriers any being able to say obenya tertiary education ako. Into Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say persons with disabilities contribute to our economy if they have the right training. Into no obia or disability bia na wetumi pass secondary school. Wetumi nya university mu kwan no. Obeyi sikaseme free ho e masa nipa no wetumi akọ university no weria ono so wetumi abe contribute to the economy.
When you say Kwapman school, no Kwapman school is one of the few schools that you students with special needs.
Yes.
You're especially visually impaired.
Yes.
It's a class, pure arts, CRS, literature, French. It's no more a class. Now, Oma being say no. It's the only thing that affect your my sikano. Because we say you know no more special abilities, no. Na omo ka do so kakra.
No correct.
Because the obeya mama no. This whole year, mo be mienu miensa say wetu bia ma dey do some pempen so.
No correct.
In most of our communities, no, omo ko school, me mate bebre me no ko school bi okwapman. Omo yo mu ntumi nto so, but omo ben. In fact, one of my mates I'm in a classroom, Selassie Sikanku. Oh yeah, DJ. I think unique. One of the most brilliant young chaps you will meet. And today Selassie is doing what he's doing because onya kwan echo school. Wicked Scorpion. Obia ko Kwapman school call Legon bia dem Wicked Scorpion. Wa being no say a politician. Wicked Scorpion. Now, Wicked Scorpion any year politics are. You would not even believe say our special need and also our special ability. And it's all because onyahu kwan ko school.
Okay.
Now you know what's na normally.
Yes.
Because omunya kwan ko school na you train you so that they can harness sa special way ability no one for them to live a normal life.
Yes.
Nti ade asa ye dum kan ya light of wo kwapman no. Bo so mo de ni o ko mo say mo sorry mo so mo be ko bi ni ehwe. Because all those ade asa say sumu, say yesumu. But they live very normal life. Obe picking attire red no. Obe picking blue no. Ono abesi na attire na wahata. I lived with them.
Yes.
Nti that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia cancer persons with disability free to share with me. I was very excited.
Of course.
Because I know a lot of my mates I know movie Kwapman school. Omo special needs omo to my class. Omo to me and to because of this cost. Because you see, Kwapman school is especially built for them.
Yes.
But ofri one of the ko Legon and not take environment, and yet so much developed for them. Like it was for Kwapman school. So it becomes more expensive.
Yes.
They need a lot more to be able to thrive in that environment. So a lot of them fall off. For me, if you ask me, this is one of the best policies that we are going into next year with. And I'm not surprised, say, former President Mahama area. why wafa you na launch your manifesto na ko fa share ni di
you know de e wo ho ne se Okwapema ya wakan Okwapema is one of our Ghana education service your flagship schools are your friend integrated school
kwase the school bia nse no and the flagship there flagship
eno de metumi cha
kwase there aso Okwapema there sent you say secondary school Okwapema school na say no efi KG Okwapema na KBC University kwa na bibi ntia kwase there
one of our flagship integrated schools. It say we share Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kra edwuma oso obeyama persons with disabilities. Also integrated schools no so obehye kena. No the more aba. Say the beya persons with disabilities no benya more opportunities for integrated education.
It's a very good
initiative. So asem so aye interesting say doctor so we share Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ni full manifesto no ma. Ube say baby under section 8.52. He specifically talks about special education needs.
Okay.
One fine number education as your on my non separate session.
For the benefit of our friends and our persons with disability and special needs. In Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's manifesto, you have a whole section. A mass special education needs.
Yes.
And me, I can relate.
Yes.
Because I went to an integrated school, like an Okwapema school. Yes. And I know what it means. I want more opportunity. Yes. My class, they know this second, no, visually impaired.
Yes.
Visually impaired.
Yes.
No training now.
Yes. Now, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say, new buildings be a BCBR. So, we will use what is called universal design. Into moving forward, building be a basic for education beyond universal design. Universal design, nature say, onipa neni ebi of visual impairment. Obedru punano, and you so busa sem patrol, a dime be ni, ye de braille, ebeto door nano, or the nesafa so be who say, toilet ni, and as office we ni, and a dining room ni. Universal design, so say, obia, ebia, or take chair muno, call floor bia, ukubia, ni, ida ya ramps, eba to make call, and as a lift room, ema to make call. Universal design so actually say when ni ebia when ni hu ade papa na say bia waso enti asem no say waso enti asem na say wo hearing impairments now wo universal design building mo say you find say fire alarm kwa pin a wonti bi no fire alarm no wo bon say ye de bibia bomu akanea air flash now so wo hu say ade air flash e wo say meko enu ni ade Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia si obeye
we dey tell okasa be say no I'm say for president all we are free tertiary for PWD. When who special education needs session there one main manifesto ni mo. Once you read manifesto launch no we near the 2 abonten.
Yes.
Into we no hu no far away. Into onim class here a whole section and mass special education is a bit no.
Yes.
Into we say no na say who could the chia afi obeba no hu implementation no.
No correct.
Because when sia enwie. And I think it's a very good idea for me. Knowing what it means to provide that environment for special needs children, it's a fantastic idea.
And also, Shemu or say, you better a teacher for saying because of our 28 special schools here, what are that? Better a teacher for another 1,000. I've trained you almost specifically on special education, and son will be also our college of education. No, as part of your initial teacher training, no, there will be a section on special education needs. So the bear by even in a regular classroom, a teacher will be to identify say, oh, Kofi and now Kwame and now Kwabena. We have additional support. And as I say, to start training, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, what is special education needs? And as a person with disability.
What I'm saying is, it to be classroom. Exams be a baby, we fail it. May I remember very well when I was in Swiss, GHS. Pepe be a koi, and a teacher back be identify a colano. You know, you need fee baby are not which one of the from the very day a colony better na front row no when the one come beyond fifth position that apparently not national and should and but not nobody has noticed or identified that.
And tis our teacher no and no me bonsem amasa teacher no. Those are the teachers that are doing marvelous.
And those are the special education needs teachers now.
Teacher will pay attention to Nkodani Nianu who say Kofi and now Kwabena na ama na
Kuya. So now that one move for
1,000 of them. No more most are training.
Doc, on the education manifesto, I say scholarships. I say integrate scholarship databases across all public sector institutions, managing such schemes to ensure full visibility.
Yes.
Expand eligibility for the student loan scheme.
Yes.
To include all post-secondary students, including certificate and diploma programs.
Exactly.
And prioritize and direct significant proportion of national scholarship schemes towards the training and skill development in STEM and ensure gender parity in award of government scholarships. Me patcho we na say
okay. But them the best mo say so we should say Ghana scholarships, you can scholarships. Your scholarship secretariat. Ghana phone ya you scholarship. You get fund. You scholarship. Any state enterprises GMPC, Ghana Gas, Goil, any different ones almost mass scholarships. Omuniano obia ye ni dey in isolation. Nti se onye obia ebia or yes smart kakra te se minimi nia eti he ya or apply to get fund no dimrika san ko scholarship secretariat no ko GMPC no ko Ghana Gas ubehwe no no nko an no scholarship ka betumi aboa nkoda afọ no no nko age nti se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ase obe align ni nia se de be ya yesika na no ebe kofa nti ka akoda bi obetumi age before me even 4 institutions no nti kese se ni yetumi boa nkoda 10,000 na se obi age from 4 institutions na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say ye di ni nia e behwe ni nia mu no wo behwe ni etumi aboa nkoda be 30 na
because ba koda no nya 4 no at least ono be nya 1 na me se bi so aba so that's what it means
no that's what it means
now okase expand eligibility for student loan scheme to include all post-secondary students including certificate and diploma programs. I don't know
because so we say no student loans no e come more tertiary and so more degree for
okay yeah that's true
nti no cry first year for pon this way to second year because of guarantor system as I say year free why I no guarantor
this year no unfa guarantor no me kai me bread pants am nya bi unsa be ma me teacher
yes
nti me call lego na mpe snit loan ye di be 4-5 months when you no be sign money
say no wa Ghana card nti no ye the loan ni ma wa ye nim say ye betumi attract
it is a because first year me real ma betumi apply
say aban na hwe say de be ya call first year na betumi apply
nti me nyo how bia betumi akonti me nya problem bia na betumi enya na me ko school
I see and then they also or they can when say o sha because of your priority on TVET and now say technical and vocational education obi wo ha owie senior high schooler ebi anya 4-year degree program na okoye but okwa akoye certification program
certificate in IT
database
management
yes
oko polytechnics or more DBA
yes
RSC
exactly
secretariat
and I say bi okoye certification in other forms in the vocational area because of our focus on that into any post secondary
ACCA for Christ and no scholarship.
Say or say or bar or
chartered institute of marketing now call UPS and now call ACCA and asema unya scholarship.
Say obia we post secondary whether certificate whether we a diploma and as a degree
between your
student loan we access to student loan job so making sure say continuing education so no obia and
because what boy onye ne bana manako secondary school free obe hiambo manako university the solution no any solution in say ye be ma ye yi guarantor system no free ho
yes
to unya admission first year na ko student loan trust na ko loan
yes
na fako
yes
in fact ko come to my assurance letter na dey akoma invest
na funding ne ko
invest no
yes
so one ko ye degree ne bi akoye ACCA ukoye SEM ukoye secretarial course so
still
student loan bi
still
there's a solution as well yes okay also prioritize and direct a significant proportion of national scholarship schemes towards training and skill development in STEM okay and the sentence into science technology engineering mathematics the hono
obo so shebu kenya wo hopa if say hono and the national development digital age the new fourth industrial revolution is looking at the sciences, engineering, mathematics, technology.
Doc, my manifesto education, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia manifesto about say implement in full the centralized application processing services for tertiary institutions. You apply once and pay once as anything.
Minia say obesha say me senior high school me person me ko university. University no ebia me afena me be hwa here me pese me apply e bia mafa K University mafa Winneba mafa University of Ghana me the Cape Coast aboso me send the UDS aboso e mu 5 ni e o se me koto e bia forms e bia 300 400 ma to bia forms in the bia 5 universities na me pese me apply kono me tua be 1500 and 1008 based on forms na
comparison na obeko
the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia can say say no side universities near the omobeto central application system so until omobeto form no 1 300 cities 1 what the application need 2 ma your best send the applications now come 5 universities in here. The obema admission offer I be accepting. No.
And to over to any admission if you be 5 or 6 universities. Now what should they open?
What should they open?
Salom in America.
Sani yen pepe say cry no. Ya start kakra colleges of education.
And to say full implementing
full if you say yashase. But say person the universities in here account say the be who apply once
because they have
application ko baby.
I told the BA to win your message or see o mato le gon form ba pesca ko to vast forms.
Yes.
Pesca ko to KNUS mi say me be ko university me to KNUS ni le gon. Na be say me ko law KNUS. Me ko interview o see o me ni lawyer bia obi fi ntomo mfa me. Ntomo mfa me. Don't me fancy the brew. Anytime me say me law bi. It's a good fellow mo be no this time you don't have to go and buy forms from all these universities. We bet you almost walk into tobacco. No more send admission offer until they are open. Now, so in the US, we bet to be near MIT, Harvard, University of Pennsylvania, admissions will be office will be no offer.
Universal application system.
Oh, okay.
One. No, why? In the US and one UK crash.
Okay. Doc, in the manifesto, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say establish an open university. And what's anything? I
know they are tekra no many age.
I know they.
And currently I'm no many age. Say open university. Basically, the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia can say open university is leveraging and I say a technology infrastructure. So, to the end, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia odi anima wo ye improve your technology. Yenye say no. Na ne miso ade hunu. Say technology infrastructure, baby, I will be our access to mobile phone, or access to internet, or access to laptops, any idea no. University now, because say, University of Cape Coast, now person kwa. Nasa ufri mikro mu go so a. I just say opeka free go so, eko sunyane anan crime. No apeka, edi free crime, edi akọ Cape Coast, and then wait me akọ school no. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say open university because a C technology so no. Trago so, wait me akọ sa university. Open university so no. Say oyene saso free SHS Emma nkoda na graduate bebre no universities are your one omo infrastructure classrooms ne dormitories ne administration block entumi contain omo nia no open university betumi ama pressure no akofom
it open university the crack say we betu a university degree online
but accreditation no is still the Ghana GTech and as a Ghana Tertiary Education Commission.
It will be now degree. So now you're not. As I brought in, I said we say we're Ghana for on my degree.
It's the other
Ghana who be see no say University of London and as a London School of Economics. Everyone yes or London.
And
they say they reduce pressure na we universities.
Bebre and a bema open university so no. A bema sano crown so sha you bit me cry the revenue generation. Because we be Liberia or Pagana University. No, at not Liberia, no, cool European University, or Liberia, who, me a pipe, on so you can ya, on Tanayan Kunyaso, any BBS, no, the Mister. And I may hear you, Manamico University. But I'm going to have me here, you Manamico University. Inti a Bema working people, listen to any opportunity at their co.
Those who, after completion of their tertiary education, have secured jobs will be exempted from national service.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Edrin, who say, economy no, any was here grown. National service eboa ema young people omewie university omunya skills development kakra and afeso no omunya training kakra ne revenue anasisika kakra and sana wetumi enya full job but the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia can say enkoda ne bebre wo hoso a owie university na adwuma bi pesofa anaso owie university na oye entrepreneur wetumi ahye na adwuma ase na yese ontena fie na onkoye national service 1 year adwuma no emfa no. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia can say national service no ehunya but say if you can prove after we university say menye adwuma ewo miracles adwuma mu anase menye adwuma ewo bank yi anase menye adwuma wa ha then national service no you will be exempted no wetumi akọ ye adwuma na aban afocus on mo omunya nya adwuma no in the national service and no cross to me ma aban etumi share national service no mkena and the other trainings ka mo omunya nya adwuma.
But you know that's very true because I remember those times you all lego no who school no once you are in school ebi omo say you got aptitude test
yes
in some of the institutions no matter how
exactly
but I say this obey national service answer
yes
to be when you adwuma ba o to be because it's all national service yes. But this time around no ubeti ba koye adwuma and then you get your exemption and then you live your life. That's quite nice. We will continue to develop additional infrastructure for our educational institutions to meet the increased numbers.
Yes.
As anything.
Well, so we share the 2 year crash free SHS. Ne emra double track by assessment ye introduce double track now. You can see be here by 1,132 different infrastructure. Say classrooms, say dormitories, say dining hall, say administration blocks, any other need be here by 1,132. Say ye tiha ye kasa se ye real by 1,000. But the aka we train was ye na etu infrastructure na edos no. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say obese mukina ni etumi ayesa adwuma na enye secondary schools nko. So we share universities so ade so obeye no obetoa so wo ho nyina. Na de o ka declare ne de me hyase ye di nkomo me kan ye say o se obe or the private sector investors so beba ni etumi make sure say infrastructure ye hia ne ano yetumi apia yetumi amana konanim na yetumi accomplete sa nyoma ni ne afri ho se de be ya de hia ewo ye schools mu efa infrastructure ho no yetumi enya sa nyoma ni dia e de ato ho pepepe dan koda e wo so buko school o menya access.
It means that sa infrastructure development na ye gusu aye no ye dey fix it sa free SHS any other universities for accommodation near there no. Mahmoud Bawumia is committing say Obama private sector bim.
Yes.
Ne be betumi a content them. Because clearly no ade bakwa manager and say aban pescani nyina ye nene. Scanning di ho. Nti start project bakwa 3-4 years ni enwie. But for the private sector bim.
Yes.
Na private sector na ba BCC hostels ye ne dormitory blocks and class na aban ahai.
Yeah, and BOT. And you build, you operate, and then you transfer.
Ne no be boa ama private sector no kwan so to be for adwuma because obiom so onye adwuma ye any ade
na BOT no kwan so yes an mu be a friend BOMT you build, you operate, but you also maintain so the be mra wo transfer to abana is of the same quality.
How does it also cure some of the challenges in free SHS?
A cure challenges ni bebre because we share free SHS na 2 main challenges are na we infrastructure we na eba no ebe cure infrastructure challenges ni. Number 2, feeding. It'll be a tisse in Colane Duane and Musem. Say a buying sikanan or the beko aqua share infrastructure mono. Sassican is say no, a buying it to me in your breathing room and as when your space kakra. Obey to me a design sicano invest in the other aspects of free SHS.
Oh, yeah. So now buying here 20 billion this year, not the school dying. And no here, every 15 billion, a feeding.
Yes.
Siko when 11 billion. Inti ochemu kakrakra. Inti untumi ye we.
Yes.
By you know, it's not a private sector aba be ye dwuma nti. Aben kreskani nyina. Obetumi dia share feeding na feeding na yeden akoni. So would have solved the 2 major challenges, you know.
Yes.
Even once and for all.
Amazing. Now so osa e can say especially on the feeding part any skills training tino. Obe revive school farms. Ofa baby to say gene Ufa baby to say so Gakope.
No, you so my model. My has one of the best
farms. Some school farms are
launch a great ministry launch planting for debe for the secondary.
And then you can remind that.
Oh no, I hear the secondary school there.
But Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia I call around so when ewo Ghana ne say ye was school farms and as school lands be bred that of family. To say obe revive school farms working with the private sector again. Look at animal husbandry, aquaculture, any agric and so planting. Near yes, annual money we no so best support school feeding, both at the free SHS level as well as the
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say he will protect and enhance the free SHS TVET, which is truly transforming lives and changing life outcomes for millions.
Yes. Since
we started free SHS, enrollment has increased by 83%.
Exactly.
We are building the foundation of a well-educated, prosperous society. With free SHS, we have achieved gender parity.
Yes.
More girls are getting secondary education, and the impact will be positive for society.
Yes.
And finally, we'll say we'll recruit more teachers at all levels with improved conditions of service. I have not seen anything.
The Edikai, answer na free SHS everybody. Now we'll share your secondary schools more. Gender parity can't was me. Now we'll share percentage of girls. And as any percentage of boys, so for students 100 be or more public secondary schools more. Name 36 and and some almost 67 or going to 70 no. I am Emma. But say no because of free SHS into gender parity. Usha free SHS into say you fire secondary school now fan 100 be a 47 48 and some 52 and gender parity I close. Number 2, osha access any gender parity. Last BEC train cry is the first BEC register ya a macra edoso same mema. Inti no osha na say no yenkoda no e man so eko school ni bebre nti Dr. Mahmood Bawumia say obebe kisho say omu dru senior high school and say free SHS ne so no omu nia bekoso etumi aba school mu na omatumi akoso akọ school no na okase obe protective free SHS me nua na me nua bi di nkomo say obi ahye bibi ase no no obetumi ahwe no waye ne yie nti say Dr. Mahmood Bawumia ebo na nado danko ekufu ado echidom na almost the free SHS bae ema free SHS ayeye no de wo hyase no no obetumi ahye mu kene so no otiase no nim be de wo se woye o ma de ne yeye nti eno na Dr. Mahmood Bawumia o patche so say support e wo so de ma teacher for aban ne bae wa ye nioma bebre ama teacher for wo hwe teacher license na ye babeto ya aban ahye mu kena kama ama ye dru say teacher ni license bia obenya no sa license no otumi because of articulation agreement nti otumi the call other developed areas and developed countries e de koye adwuma o say wa hwe e ma say wo ye teacher ni say wo kwa akochira de o KG say wo kwa akochira de o secondary school teacher ni bia since 2022 because they are elevated colleges of education you know teacher ni bia ekura degree and ode aba into obehwe na afi professional development e wose ye de ma teacher for no wahwe ne ahye mukeda aban ya na introduce professional development allowance e ma teacher for the first time in 2019 into obehwe mukena e ma say professional development allowance say so akonanim obaye ya hwe nioma bia ye frɛ no professional learning communities eno so wose obehwe mukena into edwuma na ya no ono ena wabo echidom aba bedru ne ena ono so no de nim de ato hwa ma de edru ba bi edru ena osese sei no obebo moden na wahye mukina na yakoye nim
nti I think that basically what you are saying is that opposition party na omo kaseti a free SHS no say omo o say father say 2 billion cedis are unfinanced free SHS abai we are spending 129 billion cedis on free SHS.
Yes.
Or say on 2 billion cedis are unfinanced free SHS. Or say he will not implement free SHS on the whimsical promises of a desperate politician. Or say free SHS am a quality of education, a confirm performance are poor. In colonial resource by ya ne eyeno. I feel you say omuni teacher for na kabuma eden area. All of a sudden, ye kwa kotoaba into aba or say afedie me no me ba be free SHS ye ntemo to aba me. Now the question is I don't think that me to aba ntia de ono de ade ne ba ye. Na me to ma wa na wonni gide wo mu no. And that's the biggest question that everybody keeps asking. And it tells you how he still believes Ghana for ye nyina ye was short memory. But before you be into that no. Dr. Mahmood Bawumia manifesto or say offer incentives for teachers to buy one vehicle each with engine capacity of up to 1,800 cubic centimeters. I think say 1.8.
Yes.
So
1.8 liter.
I don't know what exactly is Dr. Mahmood Bawumia talking about. Because we say what teacher for your so what is this supposed to do?
We say no, na a policy e wo hodada. President Kufuor or Mampeni Dada President Kufuor. Or this policy by said be a boa teacher for and to be other public sector workers. And more to me enya car almost de bekwa adwuma e de ayomonema. Policy ni wo President Mahama ba ye 2013 and no announce say on teacher for. Sa de na de boa teacher for no.
Obetwe teacher for car na President Kufuor de ba ya na teacher for to minya car omu import ya na so mo to munya tax waiver. When the tube
President Mahama 2013
I see.
And na utwem say wono de sa amoane de ontumi fa mo teacher for. O say sa amoane teacher for hia pa nti wo san de aba. Na oba so no me sure say public sector for omo ye adwuma no obehwe no wa make sure say obia oye public sector worker teacher ni nurse but a teacher for na no mo wona yetwem mo no or say or no obesan de aba fi say teacher for ho ehia no pa ni adwuma pa.
I think said at the media engagement no or try to explain it
or church
mu. Yes. So we import you so what we just our tax waivers no and I say tax incentives no.
Yes.
Need to be man no
perform.
Cause en kan no na ebi a wakoto car efi abotire ebedu port duty no Ni ye ni free omo. We teacher ni ana we nurse ni. Na dia ba. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so.
Also be sad dia.
Say we koto wo local assembly plants and so. Of course, we so omo so no. Taxes ni ade be ye free na mane bo na ye den.
Yes.
Aba.
Say no cra so sa na wo hwa. E be improve local manufacturing industry and as assembling plants.
Absolutely.
Because all of a sudden Ghana for GES, Ghana Education Service in education workers no ye be 400,000 almost.
So be a PB.
It is so be a PB. Na be a policy every 5 years so say ya. Now imagine assembling plants e wo Ghana ha kra se ye ka se ye nkran free amano ne emba kra. Edwuma a beba omo ye TVET ni asese assembly plants ni be hia omo se mumra me ye edwuma we fi se
odaba
edwuma aba. Inti no dear Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia o kanini aso na economy na na odwe ho se de be ye edwuma no e beba bebre na
look it ye share sa manifesto nsem on education and ma wo bo so bebre in fact details ni bebre na wo manifesto kese dem but these are like the highlights. There are a lot more in the full manifesto, 260 page manifesto though. What is the big plan going into the future for education and it's your day?
The American said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia well who say into the future no technology so here. He's talking about digital age ayeku. Into share education say of 5 pillars and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia can wasem. Pillar 1 early grades and the primary. Pillar 2 secondary and technical TVET. Pillar 3 tertiary. Pillar 4 lifelong learning and complementary education. And pillar 5 sanyo mai nia wasi nia no education, finance and infrastructure. Ushe ni nia no or the share technology. Early grade said ye be share technology mukina and as digitization mukina any future looking. Ushe secondary education future looking. Ushe tertiary future looking. And sana usan share lifelong learning and future looking. One of the key things in lifelong learning, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia can wasem no, technology hubs or person or use libraries at the support those technology hubs no. Na o make sure say obia enya opportunity. Ade ba kokra so esan ye me de. Ya go kind manifesto na be hu say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ehun say wo hwe lifelong learning ho na bibi wo ho a o friend of prison to work.
Yeah.
Well, who say ya incarcerate obi ana say obi akoye bibi a yede na tum no. Wo be jai no na okoye den. On san ko bokro no ni bioma na. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say obema education in the prisons no. Washemu Kenya said the be ya and no crime so crime reduction. Crime beba from pa. These are some of them.
And now I'm about crowds of me here to handle school dropouts.
2 dropouts.
Yeah.
A friend out of school children intervention.
Yeah.
They say ye be dada ye running Ghana Education Services. So far, ye to me in Kolada 17,000 a free streets. So any school drops out in Kolada Munko school at your maba. Now Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say ye be expand even to street.
So I say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, I say Dr. Bawumia so the Ghana card and the baby basis, you know.
Yes.
Send me yawo wana wa Ghana card number. Inti in the manifesto Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has indicated say on MMDS in the carbon.
Yes.
To ensure say yawo wa ye be track.
Yes.
Because you expect say Ghana card no be what GS database we say what's your school
at the time I been 4.
It will be before no. Now or expect say Ghana card number no. Ghana card number no GS system.
Yes.
It will code 5 ni ehun Ghana card no GS.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, run a system now. You better say exception report. Since they can write him.
Yes.
In collab ben ye wo mo menya 5 years so mo school mo nyamba school. Mo nyina mo din beba.
Moy.
Mo Ghana card no so wo tie ni mo maame, ye ni mo fie ni house number. Ya ba bi say adena kola no enko school. Say mboa bi na wo hia na ban ya bo na oba na yeden. School. I think that's also a very important policy in the manifesto.
And then at the back also and also be boyen e wo ho ne say. Say no ebia me ne me ba yetimi kuro mu goso say yetu akọ akuapem yetu ko akuapem no goso be report say me ba no ye den drop out.
Yeah.
But the system ne ba ko a me ba ne din free goso system no bo akuapem system na centralized GS no ye be hu say sa akola no onye drop out relocation ne bia ama ne ma
still obo system nim
and no so be boa child trafficking.
Yeah.
Adenti eno no ebetumi am yehu se adenti na akoda wenya 6 years all of a sudden we free her no wakwa akotena kuro yi so one ne maame na wo ho ana one ne maame ne papa na wo ho de ana enim se nya child trafficking but se ne one ne maame ne papa na wo ho a why na afa akoda no e de na ko ho akoda no permission so be unti we nia no so ka ho na Dr. Mahmood ba o me ase implement bibi e friend no safe school or student garden to make sure say baby akola no ewo bia no aban
anyway obi ka che wo say adenti ne amnemo o se obey nyi onye ne sisi a clearly no based on the same work any name wa cheche bunya kire say wo pese dachi unyi wo ye doctor untumi so if class 1 na nkonko ye doctor
systems
this a wo primary school wie wo GHS wie na wo be ko SSA esa ne say wo nim say wo doctor da wo pese wo ye nti wo select courses no kra wo ko fa ye CRCB wo be fa chemistry biology physics elective maths say na be able to me prepare towards becoming a doctor. We did not have a Ghana card. There was no way as a school dropout programming and can be to me because based on their Dr. Mahmood Wamiye describing, you needed that national database to be able to do it. We didn't have a situation where you now banner award card, a friend is a Ghana card number. They can say a better tracker. But today, Dr. Mahmood Wamiye can promise it because the be a no, you do pen so beer. You bet to me at the science because of the systems you are building over the period.
Okay.
Dr. Kwabena Bempa Tando, Deputy Director General, GS, and a member of the MPP Manifesto Education Committee. Yamishao. Now, we did say in the weeks and days ahead, no, the Western Swab be near Betuan Common son, near to your boss, because you and I know, say, the account wants some highlights. In the manifesto, the full manifesto itself, there were plenty other issues into me and come once. Definitely we are going to come back and speak about it. Gentie, the Dr. Mahmood Bawumia a catch out to okra media engagement now or the closing remarks are on my end. Gentie and Sema near Sanso every.
When you look at the work that we have done, let me go through some of it. For the first time in our history, first time since independence, we have a national ID system. For the first time. For the first time in our history, we've championed national ID at birth for all children. All children at birth, together with their birth certificates. Never happened in our history. For the first time in our history, with the Ghana card, you don't need a guarantor to get a student loan. The first time in our history, Ghana has a comprehensive address system. We've struggled with this for 60 years. 60 years. It's only under our government and with my initiative that we have a comprehensive digital address system. For the first time in our history, you have 100% access to financial inclusion in Ghana. For the first time in our history. For the first time in our history, we have drones delivering medical supplies to 2,694 facilities and saving lives. 540,000 flights have been made so far to very remote parts of Ghana. Daily, they are going an average of about 100 flights a day from each of the 6 drone centers, saving lives. So many lives have been saved. Women in childbirth, needing blood, people who have been bitten by snakes. We get the report that the drones are saving. And Ghana is the whole world's largest medical drone delivery service. The whole world. The whole world. Our people can sit at home and enroll in national health insurance from home and renew national health insurance that they had so much problems with. Today, people can stay at home and buy electricity credit and pay their children's school fees and other things right on their mobile phone.
Dr. Mahmood Bawumia, Tony Boase, a church in Semuimu, Abonin Sam Tofa. wohwɛ papa yɛ nim na wotie ne nsɛm wɔka wonyɛ nyame de about me hu nakoma mu sɛ nakoma mu faa. He is a unique politician a yehu ne sɛ so in a very long time. Maybe I make a say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is that fine line of a politician between a politician and a technocrat. That fine line of a politician and a technocrat. That is who Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is. His commitment, his level of dedication, his passion towards seeing the progress and development of this country, is unmatched. Me Gen Z fui, uti that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kaya, yombe can say, very mindful, very cutesy, and very demure. Yami aduma kwesiada. Yebesan so betwa manifesto sectoral digestion. Yebefan sector by sector